All great heroes are remembered in poem, an epic, an ode, to their lives and their acts, who they were to become. They lived in countries halfway around the world, only half known in reality. Their bones have turned to dust, but their names and glory have never slowed. Am I gonna write for you a tale, an Odyssey or an Iliad? Nah, I'm gonna speak something that is ill, lad, cause this ain't ancient times. I couldn't write verse in ancient Greek. All I can do is string rhymes. So let yourself hear about a founding king in this beat called the Theseid. His mom was a princess from the city of Trozen, married to the Athenian king but slept with Poseidon while he was dozing. She was chosen to bear a son both of ichor and blood mortal. He was a demigod with dads both basic and immortal. When his kingly father returned to Athens, he buried 2 clues under a mighty rock as instructed by his muse, so his son would pay his dues and prove his right to be a leader of the Athenian Greek. Finding the sandals and sword couldn't be done by someone weak. Theseus came by when he was of age and threw off the boulder with his mighty shoulder. He earned his 2 royal birthrights quite true, and so the legend of Theseus was planted and soon grew. The old road to Athens was more dangerous than a city block. He used his wit that was sharp as the sword from under the rock. Periphetes was the first hood in the way, who would beat travelers to the ground, not letting them go around his small section of the road, wielding his massive club, a weapon most cracked. But Theseus overpowered the bandit and kicked his ass. The boy got his first W and continued on, Athens bound. Sinus of the Isthmus was next in line, who used trees to pull people apart quite true. But Theseus tricked the brute just fine, splitting him and his victories into 2. A giant sow from Crommyon came next after the man with the tree. Theseus handled the pork better than Gordon Ramsay, completing trial 3. Sciron came next on a narrow cliff by the sea, kicking those off who washed his feet. Theseus booted him over with form that Leonidas couldn't even beat.
This is Sparta!
Procrustes was next, making pilgrims lie down in a bed, tricking them being too long or too short and cutting off their head. But Theseus sees through his barbaric lies and uses the villain's own axe to cut him down to size, taking off his head and legs right below the thighs. The next man to oppose Theseus presents the ancient right to rule. Opposing Theseus in the other corner is Cercyon, the cruel. The crown belongs to the man who bested the other in the ring. Our man knocks out the barbarian and earns his right to be a king. He slew bandits and barbarians on a long road to his father's land, but found a city in fear under Minos' cruel demand. For a sacrifice to be manned by the young Athenian deemed most grand, to stand as tribute for a creature of a different brand. Minos' wife's evil creation, with a massive bull she found bodily elation, bore the Minotaur which in the labyrinth held station, to accept 14 Athenian youths for its evil libation. Theseus replaced one of the 7 boys to defend his nation, bravely standing to destroy the bovine abomination. He lands with his fellow offerings on the shores of Crete, a small but terrible nation with laws worse than the street. Theseus explored the island and managed to meet Minos' own daughter Ariadne, who was sweet, on our Prince of Athens, who asked for help to defeat that most horrible monster that lives beneath Crete. She managed to slip him twine and sword discreet. The dark confusion of the maze he was able to beat, then to the foul beast delivered a metal treat. With the help of the princess, Theseus lived to know victory over the monster, striking a vicious blow. Defeating the tyrant Minos and his man-hungry bull allowed Theseus' fame to grow. Now as a hero of Athens, to home he would go. On a beach stop across the Mediterranean Sea, from Athena he got a vision. To leave the girl Ariadne on the shore was the right decision. So he woke in the dead of night to reboard his ship, and ended up giving his ally this. But the foolish Theseus forgot to raise a sail of white, signaling his aged father that he had won his greatest fight, who saw a bad sign and over a cliff took flight. In sorrow, Theseus becomes Athens' next king. He brought his kingdom of Eleusis into the empire land won in the ring, unifying Attica under Athenian rule, and building the great values of reason and righteousness, abolishing the cruel. Till one day a leader from Colonus came to call, about a poor beggar who was leaning on a wall, back to the ruins with his daughter for a guide, leading him to the golden city where Theseus did abide. He recognized the man, the cursed son of Laius, who used to rule, but had fallen into disgrace after becoming the god's fool. Gouged out eyes, accounts of patricide with the fate he had scribed. Theseus the king urged to hear the old man out, accepting his misfortune and his innocence without a doubt. He didn't turn away the poor man or spit in his face. He offered his hand as an ally and offered him a citizen's place. Oedipus, however, had been followed there by the Theban Creon, who would dare to insult Theseus' great city by raiding without permission, his soldiers pressing Oedipus' daughters into powerless submission, and were captured to be used as leverage against the old man, whose buried body would belay any attack against the city from which he ran. Creon, the shady man with an unjust plan, did not count for one fact. He faced the lawbringer, the bandit slayer, the man who left the labyrinth sacked, a king whose idea of righteousness and beloved city Creon attacked. Oh no, Theseus would not stand for this insult dealt, so he grabbed Creon by his treacherous pelt. The threats and snarls of the Theban snake rolled off the proud Theseus like droplets into a lake. He leads the cavalry himself to the rescue of the poor lasses, leaving Theban raiders behind in broken, bloody masses. So he returns the happy girls to their broken father and accepts praise with humility, stating it as no bother. And so, you men of Attica should pick up the fight, following the footsteps of that Athenian Prince of Light, both sharp in wit and of physical might. Never turn your back on a stranger, do what's right, and never fear defeat, for he and Oedipus' bones still protect the golden city, buried at the site.